The Bills try to stay hot. The Titans and Chargers clash in Cali, and it's an NFC East divisional showdown on Sunday night. Hey, everyone, welcome into another NFL breakdown, this time for week number 15. Rob Wong joined alongside by national NFL columnist John Kryk. And John, let's kick things off with the Bills and Dolphins, who will battle on Saturday nights at Highmark Stadium. Buffalo, a 7.5-point home favorite. The weather will be a winter wonderland, and if you're a Bill, that's great. Maybe not so much if you're a Dolphin. Which way are you leaning here?
Got to go with the Bills and at home anyways. The Bills anywhere anyways. The Bills in snow at home at night? Yeah, you got to take Buffalo in this one. And hey, people, do not forget, don't go out shopping if you're an NFL fan on Saturday. There's a triple header. It's a new thing in the NFL. Looks like it's in concrete that they're going to do this every year. On the Saturday, before the full weekend before Christmas, they're going to do this every Saturday. It looks like so. 3 good games.
Yeah, it should be a great one between these two divisional rivals. On Sunday, the Titans visit the Chargers as 3-point road underdogs. You like Tennessee in this one?
You know, if you look at just what the teams have been able to do, especially in big games, the Chargers, every time they kind of need another win, they just pulled off the big win the other night, but every time they need a good victory, it looks like their run defense just completely lets them down. Well, what are the Titans? If they're only going to win anymore, then Ryan Tannehill, the quarterback's not going to do it. They need Derrick Henry in the run game to be dominant, and the Chargers have been run completely all over, not just this year, but in recent years against good running teams that really want to go ahead and do that. So I've got to think with Tennessee having lost 3 straight, and they've only just in the last week in the blowout loss at home to Jacksonville been able to even hit the 100-yard rushing mark for that team. That's why they've not been playing well lately. I've got to think that this time they're going to put it together, have a good rushing attack, and it also would be consistent with the inconsistent Chargers, who that every time they look pretty good 1 week, I go, yeah, Justin Herbert and the offense, they're on fire now. They're going to outscore everybody, and then they fire some blanks, and their defense lets them down. I think this is another one of those games.
Last but not least, the Sunday nighter is a battle between two NFC East foes. The Giants will visit Washington. The Commanders are 4.5-point home favorites. These two teams played to a draw a couple of weeks ago. John, is someone actually going to win this ball game this weekend?
Not going to be 2020 this time, I wouldn't think. Who would get bragging rights if you tied twice? I don't know how that would work. But the Giants, now this is kind of similar to my Tennessee pick. The Giants are way overdue for even just an okay or decent performance. And with Brian Daboll, their first-year head coach, having done so well the first 2 months of rallying that team and kind of wringing the most out of it talent-wise, there isn't a lot of talent there, especially on offense, especially with their quarterback, Daniel Jones. But I got to think in this one that this is kind of everything for the Giants. And, yeah, they haven't been in an important December game, and even Giants fans might not even be able to tell you the year, probably 2016. But I got to think this time the Giants are going to win this game and stay in playoff position. They both are in playoff position right now with Seattle and Detroit right behind. So whoever loses this is going to be probably out of playoff position and be really up against it to try to make the playoffs, because the other team, New York or Washington, is going to have, presuming one of them wins, is going to have that edge on them for the head-to-head. So it's a really big game, and I'm glad the NFL flexed it to Sunday night, because it really means a lot for these teams. It's almost like a last week game 4 weeks before the end of the season. So I think the New York Giants are going to pull it out.
A lot at stake in that one for sure. Should be a great week 15 in the NFL. And as John said, don't forget it's the triple header on Saturday, so you don't want to miss that action. For all of John's picks, sign up for his Kryk Slants newsletter and get him on Twitter at John Kryk.